White played Bishop e3. Pause the video to analyze Black's next move. White might go for Bishop takes h6 and establish a winning position. Bishop takes e3 move preferred by Black. King takes e3. King c4. King f4. King takes c3. King g5. On d4. King takes g6. On d3. King f7. On d2. On g5. On promotes to queen at d1. Black is preparing to play Queen d7 check. King g6. Queen d8. King f7. Queen takes g5 and secure a strong hold in the game. King takes e6. Black has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. King e5. Pause the video to figure out Black's next move. Bishop takes c3 check. King f5. White considers playing Bishop takes c3 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop takes f6 played by Black. King takes f6. On c3. On e7 check. King e8. Black is aiming to play on a5. King f5. King takes e7 and secure a strong hold in the game. King takes g5 was chosen by White. King takes e7. King f4. On c2. Black is looking to play King d6. King e3. On promotes to queen at c1 check and increase their advantage significantly. King e4 was chosen by White. On the 5. Black considers playing King d6. King f5. On promotes to queen at c1 and secure a strong hold in the game. King e5 played by White. On promotes to queen at c1. King e4. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. White just played Bishop a3. Pause the video to figure out Black's next move. Bishop c5. Bishop takes c5. King takes c5. King e3. King d5. Black might go for on g5. King d2. King takes e5 and take decisive advantage. King d2 move preferred by White. King takes e5. King c3. King d5. King b4. On e5. On b3. On takes b3. On takes b3. On takes b3. King a3. White has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black played King g6. Pause the video and try to find White's next move. King e5. White considers playing King takes e6 and dominate the board. King f7 was chosen by Black. King d6. White might go for Bishop a1. King f8. King takes e6 and dominate the board. On e5 move preferred by Black. King takes e5. On d4. Black's idea is to play pawn takes c3 and take decisive advantage. Bishop takes d4 was chosen by White. King g7. King e6 check. King f8. Bishop c3. White wants to play King f6. King e8. King g5. King d7. King takes h5 and put immense pressure on the opponent. King e8 played by Black. King d5. King d7. King takes c4. King e6. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black played King takes e3. Pause the video to analyze White's next move. Black is planning to play King e4. King d6. Bishop c8. King c7. King takes d4 and increase their advantage significantly. Pawn b6 was chosen by white. White is looking to play. Pawn b7. Bishop f5. Pawn promotes to queen at b8 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop c8 was chosen by black. King takes d5. Bishop b7 check. King e5. Bishop c8. Pawn d5. King d3. Pawn d6. King c4. Pawn b7. White is aiming to play. Pawn promotes to queen at bx c8 check and seize the initiative. Bishop takes b7 was chosen by black. Pawn d7. Bishop a8. Pawn promotes to queen at d8. White considers playing. Queen takes a8 and seize the initiative. Bishop c6. White is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Pawn takes g5. Pause the video to spot black's next move. Pawn takes g5. Bishop e3. White is setting up to play. Pawn takes g5 and establish a winning position. Pawn takes f4 was chosen by black. Pawn takes f4. Bishop h4. Black is setting up to play. Bishop e1. King c2. King c4. Pawn d5. King takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop d2 played by white. Bishop g3. Bishop e3. Bishop e1. Black is preparing to play. Pawn b4. Pawn takes b4. Bishop takes b4. King c2. King c4. Bishop f2. Pawn a3. Pawn d5. King takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. King c2 played by white. King e4. Black is looking to play. King takes e3 and take decisive advantage. Bishop c1 was chosen by white. King takes d4. Bishop b2 check. King takes c5. Bishop g7. White is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. Black just played. Bishop g4. Pause the video and try to find white's next move. Pawn f3. White is planning to play. Pawn takes g4 and dominate the board. Bishop h5 was chosen by black. Pawn g4. White is looking to play. Pawn takes h5 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop takes g4 was chosen by black. Pawn takes g4. King f7. Pawn b4. White is setting up to play. Pawn g5. King e6. King f3. King d7. King g4. King e7. King takes h3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. King f6 was chosen by black. Pawn d4. King g5. King f3. White is looking to play. King g3. King f6. King takes h3 and take decisive advantage. King h4 was chosen by black. Pawn e5. White considers playing. Pawn e6. King g5. Pawn e7. King f6. Pawn promotes to queen at e8 and increase their advantage significantly. King g5 move preferred by black. King g3. White's idea is to play. King takes h3 and take decisive advantage. Pawn c5 played by black. Pawn takes c5. King h6. White is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Bishop c5. Pause the video to figure out black's next move. On b4. Black intends to play. On a3. Bishop e7. King c3. On h7. Bishop takes h7. Bishop takes b4 check. King takes b4 and seizes the initiative. King b6 was chosen by white. On b3. On takes b3 check. On takes b3. Bishop a3. King takes d4. King b5. King c3. King c5. On d4. Bishop b4 check. King c2. Black's idea is to play. On d3. Bishop a3. On d2. King d6. On promotes to queen at d1 check and secure a strong hold in the game. King takes d4 move preferred by white. On b2. Black is preparing to play. Bishop g6. Bishop e7. On promotes to queen at b1 and gain a significant edge. King takes e4 move preferred by white. On promotes to queen at b1. Black might go for queen takes b4 check and dominate the board. Bishop c5. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. Black played King f7. Pause the video to spot white's next move. King d5. King e7. King c6. White is planning to play King takes c7 and dominate the board. King d8 was chosen by black. King b7. King d7. Bishop f6. White intends to play Bishop g5. Bishop e5. King takes b6 and dominate the board. King d6 was chosen by black. Bishop e5 check. King takes e5. King takes c7. On b5. On takes b5. King d4. On b6. White wants to play. On b7. King d3. On promotes to queen at b8 and increase their advantage significantly. King c3 move preferred by black. King d6. White might go for King takes c5 and gain a significant edge. King b4 was chosen by black. On b7. On c4. On promotes to queen at b8 check. King c3. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. White just played King f3. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. Bishop takes e3. King takes e3. King g4. On a4. King takes h4. King f3. King g5. Black is setting up to play. On a5. King e4. On h4. King e5. On h3. King e6. On h2. King d7. On promotes to queen at h1 and secure a strong hold in the game. King e4 move preferred by white. King g4. King e3. King g3. King e4. On h4. King d5. On h3. Black is preparing to play. On h2. King c6. On promotes to queen at h1 check and secure a strong hold in the game. On a5 was chosen by white. On takes a5. King takes c5. On h2. King d4. On promotes to queen at h1. Black is planning to play queen h8 check. King d5. Queen d8 check. King e4. Queen b6. King e5. Queen b8 check. King f6. Queen takes b3 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On c5 black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game.